try to give myself grace. Everybody says give yourself grace. It's so hard for me to do that. At the end of the day, it's my fault, and I let everybody down.
Brittney Griner in tears, Aaliyah Boston lifting her teammates, and the Indiana Fever storming into the semifinals for the first time since 2015. Analysts never expected this, not with 6 injured players and no Caitlin Clark in the lineup. So how did Indiana flip the narrative? And what does Griner's emotional breakdown reveal about her future? How did Aaliyah Boston dominate her so thoroughly that people are now speculating about retirement? Is this the end of Griner's era? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.
You talked about the desperation before Game 2 on Tuesday. Just how does that carry over into tonight?
Well, I think anytime that you're a win or go home situation, there's desperation. And so it has to carry over. You know, we're in the same situation. Our back is against the wall. We got to come out and we've got to play with that sense of urgency. We've got to play with that hunger. We've got to value every single possession and every single opportunity.
6 players injured. That's how many the Fever were missing when they walked into Game 3 in Atlanta. Yet somehow they're the team heading to the semifinals. Think about that. Caitlin Clark out, Sophie Cunningham, Sydney Colson, Chloe Beebe, Aari McDonald, and Darius Dantas all sidelined. Practically half of Stephanie White's rotation was in street clothes, and still Indiana found a way to snap a playoff drought that had stretched nearly a full decade.
We've just been through so much this season, giving ourselves another chance in Game 3. Emotions are high.
This is a group that's confidence has really never wavered. This group has continued to show their heart, their character, night in and night out.
I think we all piggyback off each other within our group and our organization.
We've been in every kind of situation you can imagine, and we've been able to find ways to put ourselves in position to win, and this will be no different.
Somebody has to lose and somebody has to win.
Inside Gateway Center Arena, the atmosphere felt split at first, but Fever fans quickly took over, growing so loud by the second half that they overpowered the Dream supporters and turned an elimination game into what felt like a home crowd. That energy gave Indiana real momentum down the stretch, and the injured stars played a role in it too. Clark never stopped rallying from the bench. Cunningham served like an extra assistant coach, and Beebe stayed locked into every huddle. Even without stepping on the court, they became the team's 6th man.
Indiana Fever are heading to the semifinals.
See, driving to the foul line and the paint, lays it in. Sims crossover left to right, gets into the paint, layup, good.
Inside, Boston.
This victory was deeply personal for the lineup. It wasn't just Aaliyah Boston's first playoff series win, it was Kelsey Mitchell's first as well, and the same for Lexi Hull, who had fought her way into the rotation. Every player who stepped on the floor had a role, but for those names, it doubled as validation. After the way games 1 and 2 had unfolded, this win felt long overdue.
To Jones, throws it up.
No good! Game over! And the Fever are moving on!
Atlanta entered the game with a healthier roster, the assumed advantage, and the comfort of their home floor. Indiana countered with grit, togetherness, and just enough timely playmaking to make it count. As the Dream collapsed in the final minutes, resilience carried the day, setting the stage for Aaliyah Boston's showdown with Brittney Griner, a moment that signaled a clear changing of the guard in the paint. So why was Griner sitting on the bench for most of an elimination game? That shocked everyone. She had long been the face of playoff basketball in the paint, the player defenses dreaded, the one who could shift momentum with a blocked shot or a quick hook. And yet, in this series, especially Game 3, she wasn't even trusted to finish, a stark reminder of how quickly the balance of power has shifted.
This is just 4 of 16 from the floor in Game 2. That's terrific, Paul. Into Boston. Beautiful read.
Griner built her career on dominating matchups inside, using her length, quick step, and instincts to protect the rim while punishing slower bigs on the other end. In past playoff runs, she put up double-doubles effortlessly. But against Indiana, none of that showed up. She struggled to score, looked flat-footed on rotations, and the Dream couldn't rely on her defense to cover gaps. Instead of being the anchor, she became a liability. On the other side, Aaliyah Boston was everything Griner used to be. Boston finished Game 3 with 14 points, 12 rebounds, and 6 assists, but it wasn't just the stats, it was the timing. With the clock winding down in the fourth, she got position and converted the go-ahead layup with just 7.4 seconds left, leaving Atlanta with no answer. That single play effectively flipped Griner's career highlight reel upside down.